Welcome in, welcome in. Another video by Dutton Ranch. Alright guys, so I put a bunch of really good horses for sale, and if you watch my videos you hear me talking about how certain players handle their bloodline pedigree. Well, we don't usually let a lot of them out there, and if we do, I know most of what I've seen is because they have average confirms. So that's like the only chance you have to get them. Unless, somebody does something one year and then somebody breeds with all them horses and now has that bloodline pedigree. Now you're not going to see them again because they know that I'll tee off on it. So here's 128 horses, all ages, right? All ages that I've bred that you guys do not see because of the bloodline pedigree. Like I said before, I wouldn't want my bloodline pedigree racing against me. And I'm sure neither does nobody else. But look, these horses are for sale right now. And I think they're $6, which I don't know why I made them $6, but I did. So I'm going to go through them as fast as I can here and give you a price. For these horses, it's not going to be crazy. Now some of them might be a little up there, but most of these are not. I would wait till the auction, but the auction's at the end of the season. Well, I guess I could put them in the auction too, but I don't know if I really want to throw all these horses in the auction. I mean, 128 times 2 would cost me $250 just to list them. So you're just better off making me an offer and watching this video and picking and choosing who you want. Once again, these horses are $6. I mean, you see Shiva, that's Shiva Dutton. It's one of the top horses on the site. So let's just go through the ones that are not for sale right now. AKA Whistleblower, is one of my bloodline pedigrees. Man of War, Neutrello's 7-5 sisters, a couple more. Here's this horse right here. There's AKA Whistleblower. There's Curlin, Trillion, Barbaro. So there's an awful lot of Secretariat, Zenyatta. There's an awful lot of bloodline pedigree here. So this can currently breed. All you got to do is retire to breed. You can do that right now. This horse has, 30 foals? So making an offer is $60. That's AKA Fantasia, right? That's $2 a foal. All right, let's go to Coyote Neutrello. All right, you already know by the name. It's Neutrello 7-5 sisters, bloodline pedigree. Here we go. Confirmation. There we go. Pedigree. I already know it's 7-5 sisters Neutrello. Okay, there it is, right there. Empire Maker. It's got a lot of. This can also get retired right now and start breeding. So, if you want this horse, send me a $40 offer. That's Coyote Neutrello. So this is your opportunity to get a hold of one of the top bloodline pedigrees in the game for rather cheap. Let's see. Judas Dutton can also be retired to breed and breed right now. There's the confirmations. Very good ideal. Right? There's the bloodline. This is all good bloodlines right here. So there's Judas Dutton. He's a colt. You could send me an offer for $30 for him. All right, let's go to No Fly Zone. No Fly Zone is a filly. It needs one race, right? Very good, very good. I mean, curl it, tap it, Flightline, send me an offer for $25 for no fly zone. All right, let's continue here. I don't know how many I can do in 30 minutes, but we'll try. No fly zone. E101 needs one race. Whoa. E01, E01. And you can rename this too. Before you race it, you can rename it. So that's with all the horses. If they haven't raced yet, you can rename it. So here's the confirmation. Very good, very good. Mark Andrews is that's my bloodline. That horse was really good. So you could make me an offer for this one. $30. E01. And you can change the name, and it needs one race, right? You know, anytime you see that high, it's going to be it's going to push out sprinters. Here's Army Star, needs one race. Once again, you can change the name if you want. You get the drift. Anytime you see zeros here, you can change the name. It needs one race. There's confirmations, good ideal. Look at Army Star. You can offer me $15 for Army Star. There you go. Do one race and it's ready to breed. All right, come on. I need to... There we go. All right, so Tremendous One. Obviously, with a name like Tremendous, you know where this is coming from. This horse probably should have kept racing, but it didn't. I put it away. This is a long... You already know who the... Shiva Dutton, Tremendous Machine. I know it sounds crazy, but it'd be $200 for this. It's a 3-year-old. So I guess I'm going into the 3-year-olds now. It looks like I'm going into the 3-year-olds. Yeah, I'm going into the 3-year-olds. All right, so we're going into the... Oh, yeah, we're going into the 3-year-olds. There was Tremendous One. What the frickin' juice is going on? All right. All right, here's Mighty Tremendous, another colt. Stakes winner. Here's Mighty Tremendous, Shiva, Tremendous Machine, Shiva Dutton. It's got all kinds of bloodline pedigree. So this is going to be $3 a foal. So send me an offer for $100, and that will get you Mighty Tremendous. You could race this also if you wanted to. All right, now we're getting into the ones under here. All right, Tremendous Brown, 3-year-old filly. You obviously know with that name. It's Tremendous Machine. Shiva Dutton. So it's got $2 a foal, 30 foals. So send me a $75 offer for this one. It's got all the bloodline pedigree, so it's nasty. It's actually 1 for 2. Like I say in my videos, once this gets close to this, I don't care what the horse is, or I don't care. It stops racing. after, especially, you know, if because obviously it has to race a few races to get to that point. So I didn't like this right here, so I just stopped racing it. All right, but as a breeder, this thing could be a killer. I haven't tested it obviously because it's 3, but you know what? It is 3, and you have to wait a season. Send me a $35 offer for this one because you're gonna have to wait. Well, you only have to wait 10 days. So I'll do Tremendous Brown for $35. There you go. That's a steal. All right, Tremendous Brown. Let's see if we can do some more. All right, all these are 3, and they will turn 4 May 1st. So in 11 days or whatever. Tremendous Brown. There's Tremendous Brown. Pegasus Fusiachi. And this horse was a nasty horse, as you can see, but I stopped racing it. Here's the Confirms. Here's the Pedigree. So obviously, with a name like Pegasus Fusiachi, you know where this is coming from. Double Tap, Epicenter, Fusiachi Pegasus, Rachel Alexandra, Rhythm, Trillion. I mean, it goes on and on and on. This is a filly, so send me a $75 offer for. No, this is a 3-year-old. I forgot. Send me a $50 offer for this one. You'll be able to breed it in 11 days. Pegasus, or you could race it. I mean, this is a nasty racehorse too. Pegasus Fusiachi. Okay, so it doesn't matter what I do here. I got to do this. It's another steal. Three-year-olds and 2-year-olds going to be a little bit cheaper than the 4-year-olds because the fact you could breed them before the new season is a big. That's big. Although, I mean, you know, you guys don't know this, but breeding them before the season is because you get 2-year-olds to turn 3. After the season, you get 2-year-olds. So that's why it's kind of big. And the 3-year-old racing, 2-year-old racing has a lot of bonuses and added money and all, but 3-year-old is where it's all at. So, all right, now that I'm running my mouth, I forgot where I stopped at. I don't even know if I did Tremendous D, or Tira, or Unnamed, or CO4. Okay, so that's what did that. I should have went to main stable and it would have gave me back to here. But instead, it restored my horses. I did all these. Alright, I didn't do these. Just because they're unnamed, don't be scared. I mean, unnamed, Pedigree. I mean, as you can see, they're unnamed, but they're Seven Sisters Nutrillo. Okay, so it's a filly. Just send me a $25 offer for this one. That's 0060. 0060, $25 offer. Yeah, now it's back to where it was. So I can't go back. I gotta hit main stable. All right, come on, man. Let's go. Every time I have OBS up, this thing takes forever. Alright, I think we did Tremendous Brown, we did Pegasus, we did not do Shelby Cobra. Shelby Cobra's a nasty horse. Stakes wins, yada yada yada. And I don't know why I stopped racing it. because I'm a moron. Sometimes very good, average. Pedigree. Okay, there's the Bloodline, tremendous machine, Shiva Dutton. So send me a. You could race this also. Send me a 30. Send me a $25 offer for this one too. For this, I'm sorry. Send me a $25 offer for this one if you want it. Shelby Cobra. All right, we're rolling right along. What am I at? I'm at 15 minutes. That's good. All right, Shelby Cobra. Spectacular Shiva. Obviously, you know what Bloodline is. Really good horse. Another one that I just didn't continue racing. There we go. Obviously, it's Shiva Dutton and Curlin. It's crazy, yo. All right, so this would, another one that can breed in 11 days. Send me a $35 offer for this wood. Spectacular Shiva. All right. I feel like I didn't do these. All right, unnamed, those 878. Needs a race. It's actually, this could go in the, guys, these could go in the eliminator. Okay, so not only is this a breeder, it could go in the eliminator. So, you know, there's 1 mile right there. Obviously, it's a router. This is a router. So this exact horse cannot go in the eliminator. I would run it in the eliminator. You need 1 race. Send me a $25 offer for this one. 878. So that one cannot go in the eliminator. But I'm sure I got horses here that can go in the eliminator. 4-year-old eliminator, guys. That one just happens to be a router. All right, here we go. Why is this horse here? I feel like I just bred this horse. OIU. And you can change the names to these with no races. Another horse that could go in the all of them are going to have really good bloodline pedigree. This doesn't have a mile. I'll train it real quick. Ah, 1 mile. All right, there's its mile on push. Let me make sure that this horse does not need butte. Well, that didn't work, did it? 1 mile. I'm setting the default, so it's not, definitely doesn't get butte at a mile. So it probably gets butte later on. Let me check shadow roll. All right, so shadow roll did not affect it, but we'll leave it off. Let me check this. Okay, guys, here's a lesson for you. With a horse like this, so I would probably leave all this on and race this at a mile. That's what I would do. So with a horse like this, now I don't know the horse rating for this horse, but All right, so it's 101.25. All right, guys, just send me a $15 offer for OIU. And the only reason you're seeing these horses because like I said, you know, we don't these horses we don't try to sell these horses because we don't want our bloodline and pedigrees, you know, done. All right, EO1's a 4-year-old. There we go. There we go. There we go. Got that. We got that one. Okay, let's go to 3-5. Is a filly. Needs one race. Can go in the eliminator. Let's check its works. This is a router also. So this cannot go in the eliminator. All right. So if you want this horse, $15. Unnamed 035. Which is disgusting, but I really am taking the season off. So I'm trying to get this all done because I know once I come back, you won't be able to get these horses. We already went through 3-5. We did not go through Cersei. We did not go through Cersei Lannister. All right, Cersei is oops. Now Cersei can go in the eliminator. So, all right, guys, send me a $25. That's Big Black. Oh my God, Man of War. Yeah, send me a $25 offer for Cersei, and she's yours. I would run her in the eliminator, probably on push or stalk. I know it ain't gonna be past that. Alright, Cersei Lannister. We already did 3-5. We didn't do Navajo. Navajo, another horse, probably for the eliminator. I mean, I already know the bloodline pedigree is disgusting on this, so. Best works. I didn't do 1 mile. Fantastic. What a moron. I did everything but 1 mile. So yeah, this is push at a mile. I would enter this in the eliminator. That's what I would do there in a heartbeat. On push, it's push only. I'm telling you now. Navajo will be a breeder also. $35 for Navajo. And she's pretty too, look. All right, I guess the best thing to do is to show you these and let you guys just shoot me offers. So it's almost been, 23 minutes, 24 minutes. So I'm just going to hold here and let you guys shoot me offers for these. Let me go over the ones that, I mean, most of these are going to be $25 to $30. If they have an average confirm, then they're a little bit cheaper than that. If they're a long, they're going to be $150 to $200. The 3-year-olds be $150, maybe $150 to $200 if they're long, somewhere in there. You can kind of look at them and see where I'm at. These horses that have stakes wins are going to be in the $50 to $75 range. You know, like Lethal Weapon and some of these other horses. But let's just pause here and you can, all right, take a picture, do whatever you're going to do. There you go. You pretty much know what's going on. So I'm not going to go through all these. It's too many. But here's where all the tremendous machines, Shiva Dutton, here's where all the foals go. So here's your opportunity to get them. All right, let's go down here, take a picture, freeze your screen, or whatever you're going to do. These are still all 3-year-olds. All these can either go in the eliminator or frickin', race. They could breed. They could do whatever you want them to do. For these, I would definitely try. I would race them no matter what. And then, because you're not going to be able to, these aren't going to turn 4 before the season starts. So as soon as the season starts, these will all turn 4. All their numbers will change. They'll get bumps. And I'd race a lot of these in the eliminator. All right, there they are. I'm going to go down more. There you go. That's a long. There might be more longs here. Hidden Agenda. That's from Hidden Agenda. As you can see, Hidden Agenda's up there. I am going to tell you there is a something that has empirical or simplicity in it is going to be very expensive because the bloodlines and pedigrees, I don't think you're going to be able to find it. It's empirical woman. That's anything with that and Neutrello 7-5 Sisters bloodline is going to be expensive. Because there's that, I doubt there'll be more coming out. Well, it's definitely not going to be more because I'm taking off this season, but there's the bloodline that you want to see right there. So as soon as this bloodline matures, I'll have probably the top 2 bloodline pedigrees running against each other. Not running against each other, but, when I breed this horse right here, if it will load. So when I breed this horse right here, right? You're talking about that right there, and then this and this behind it. It's going to be very, very interesting, the foals that come from this thing. So, all right. Let's go back. We're still on 3-year-olds. This will only take 1 more minute. Remember, you can always pause the video. All right, so we were on 3-year-olds. We were way beyond that. Yeah, so, all right, well, we were talking about Shiva Long. So these are all 2-year-olds. So these could go in the eliminator once again. And that's what these are for. That's long. Oh, hold on. I'm lying to you guys. Okay. Horses with 1 race cannot go in the eliminator. But all these can be renamed and they can go in the eliminator. So horses with no races can go in the eliminator. All these with 1 race, 2-year-olds now, cannot go in the eliminator, right? So that you're just going to race them or hold them, or both. There you go. So all these 3-year-olds can get 3-year-olds no matter what, except for this one, can go in the eliminator. Oh wait, Aphrodite can't go in the eliminator either. If they have more than 2 wins, they can't go in the eliminator. So like Shelby can't go in there. Mighty Tremendous can't. But a lot of these can. So there you go. And these all turn 4, so they go in the 4-year-old eliminator, except for the ones I'm telling you. And that's it, guys. So here's your opportunity to get, you know, horses that, you know, can breed and stuff. And this here, next season elim, these are the horses that I've been, just a couple that I've been spewing over for the elim, 4-year-old elim. So I do want to take the time and go through these 14 horses. These are probably going to be all $25 or above. I can imagine these are going to be $25 and above. I know a few of the names of these horses. And, you know, the way I manage my stable, sometimes I do things for reasons. Sometimes I don't. You know, you never know with Dutton. Dutton's crazy. All right, here's Hawkeye, 2 for 6, and I didn't race it no more. So Hawkeye cannot go in the eliminator, right? But Hawkeye can go in the eliminator. It'll turn 4. So there's very good, very good. There's you know, crazy pedigree bloodline. There's his mile right now. So like I said, this horse can go in the eliminator. Hawkeye can also breed. Send me a $40 offer for Hawkeye. I want, you know, there you go. Oh, I should have just went to the next horse. Sea Shaddy. You want Sea Shaddy. And another one goes in the eliminator, right? Look at that. I mean, this horse is nothing wrong with this horse. Confirmations, same thing. It's a filly. $35 for Sea Shaddy because it's a filly. Blast Off. I mean, this horse 2 for 6. Confirmation. All right. It's a filly, so it's probably going to be. Look at that. I mean, this is ready for the limb. I mean, that's crazy. Also will be a breeder. All right, guys, send me a $50 offer for Blast Off. Here's 869. That's into Jeddah. That's one of the top breeders this year. Another one goes in the eliminator, and that's Push. It's going to be Push. So send me a 45. That's a colt. Send me a $50 offer. Send me a $40 offer for this horse. But I mean, that's a disgusting number for the eliminator. And you can rename it. Well, you can name it, of course. Here's Shangri-La. Whoa. Shangri-La is 15th. Oh, well. Screw it. Shangri-La. Go in the eliminator. I'm not sure. I think it will go in the eliminator. I think it's more than 2 wins. There you go. Shangri-La. This is a 2-year-old. Send me a $30 offer for Shangri-La. 5019 is a 2-year-old also. So it can go into 3-year-old eliminator. And once again, these would be in the eliminator. There's the mile. All right, all these horses would be in the eliminator 100%. I must have started throwing them in here and then stopped throwing them in here. That's why there's only 14. All right, send me a $25 offer for this one. Here's a colt. Another one could go the Eliminator. Let's check the works. All right. Send me a $35 offer for this one, which is cheap. '92. Another one can go in the Eliminator. I'm looking to see if it's a long. There's its mile. I can already tell you, send me a $25 offer for this one. The Bloodline Pedigree load's worth the money, guys. I thought I did this one. Let me just do that one. All right, here's 027. Another filly. I just got to check to see if I put a long in here. Where's the mile? There's the mile. Send me a $35 offer for this one. '6212. This is a geld. I don't need to look at nothing except its works. Doesn't have a mile with it. So this is probably going to get killed. Like I said, I start doing things and then I stop. Nope, this isn't getting killed. All right, this is a mile push. Just send me a $15 offer for this one. That's unnamed 6212. All right, here's a filly. Let's see. This is going to be around the same as the other one. So send me a $25 offer for this one. No, send me a $20 offer for this one. And it's yours. Unnamed 908. And that should be about it, right? All right, 909. This is under 100. So this is literally a breeder. I mean, it could go in the Eliminator, or it could be for the Santa Anita Derby series. So just send me a $15 offer for this one. Here's another one. Yeah, see, some of these aren't really for the Eliminator. All right, so this is under 99 colt. So this is a colt. This is a colt, though. Just send me a $20 offer for this one. It's worth it just for the breeding. Here's another one. It's probably going to be the same thing. Another colt. Yeah, send me a $20 offer for this one. I don't really mess with under 99 horses too much, under 100. So this is another one. I mean, take advantage of the Pedigree bloodline here. And if you're patient, it'll pay off. It's not crossbred or nothing. So there you go. That's it. It wraps up the whole video. I'll go back to the main stable so you can see them. I want to thank everybody for making their purchases. You know, as I'm taking off this season, there's no reason for these horses to be unused or unraced. So I'm hoping you guys will take advantage of this because I'm selling them awful cheap. And normally I wouldn't sell these at all. You wouldn't see these. You know what I mean? You'd see the ones probably without Five Sisters Dutrillo and all that, and AKA and Man of War, but the rest of them you wouldn't see, and most of these are them. So now you know what happens to all the horses that we breed that have the bloodlines that are forsaken. So go ahead and make your offers. And, you know, I know everybody here remembers Seven Fifths, Five Sisters of Chillo. Everybody remembers Shiva Dutton and Tremendous Machine. I mean, these horses were killer horses. Big Black was a killer horse. I mean, it goes on and on and on. As you can see, most of the horses that come up here that are in the leaderboards, all right, for this season, there you go. I mean, most of these got Tremendous all over them, right? I mean, most of these got Tremendous and Shiva all over them. So, like I say, I mean, anything with 7-5 Sisters do Trillo, you know, and then Tremendous Machine, Shiva Dutton, all them horses that come from that bloodline, I just keep breeding them, and this is what happens. You know, I don't crossbreed them. Sometimes I do by mistake now, but I don't crossbreed anymore because that was like a one-off. So, you know, this is, if I do crossbreed, it's a test or it's by accident. So, you know, you take these horses and, you know, like the foal from Tremendous Shock here. Let's see the foals. All right, so like any of these foals, and I know some of them are for sale right now, so I know they are. So like, you take any of these foals, I'll just pick one here. Tremendous one. Let's check. So this is for sale, I'm pretty sure. So you just take, no, it's a log. Okay. So it is for sale, but it's a log. That's a bad example. I don't want you to think it's just the longs. So, I think, is this horse for sale? This horse might be for sale. I'm not even sure. I thought I said its name a little while ago. Yeah, I think Mighty Tremendous might be on the, but let's just take this horse, right? So this horse I would take, only thing I would make sure is I don't breed it with something with the average confirm. So it'd have to be good, or better, right? You know, good, very good, ideal, whatever. You don't want to good, and pop it with an average. So I would just take this horse, and I'd use this horse as a leader, all right? I would check the pedigree, right? So when I'm breeding this horse, I'm going to do 3 breeds, okay? You see how this changes? Okay, so I'm going to do 1 breed out of Kentucky, 1 breed out of California, 1 breed out of New York, actually 4, and 1 breed out of Florida. So I'm going to breed this. It doesn't matter the mare. What matters is, well, I would stay with the same mare 4 times. Because I would obviously pick a good mare to go with Mighty Tremendous. So I would test all 4 of these, and whatever one comes up with the highest HR, that's how you know a match. Now, normally you don't have to do this because you don't have a bunch of states here. But for this, you would do that. If you hit it on the first try, if it's like a 1-2-3-5-0 raw, then you don't need to go much further. You know, you already found the match. You know, that's that. But that's how I would handle that. Some tricks of the trade for you. I would take this horse right here, and I would key it up. It's got everything you want to see. I would key it up with some mares and start shooting. Now, once I don't think this horse I don't think you're gonna have to change too much. Once you find the state, and once you find the state for this colt, the colt you'll never have to do again. So literally, you just take this colt and breed it with a bunch of mares. You know, I'm sure you have more than one or two mares. You know, because you might have some with very good, or ideal, or whatever. You know, you don't want to breed this with anything high, like high here or high here. So that's another thing. Other than that, that's it, man. Thanks for watching and thanks for hanging in this long. Please subscribe and good luck, everybody.